Oh, Mrs.
Oh my gosh, I look so adorable. Hey ladies and gentlemen, what's poppin'? Back to my channel. Obviously I'm come to drop a little bit of a bombshell, whatever. For those of you who don't know, now you know. I'm dropped out of uni, past tense. Literally over this lockdown, it's been a bit of a whirlwind. You probably heard me keep referring to in my videos, my rare videos, sorry about that, but you probably heard me like keep referring to in my videos like, oh, I've been, you know, making some tough life decisions, and yeah, basically one of them was me dropping out of uni. I'm just gonna run you guys through the whole thing, give you my whys, give you my hows and whens and whats, and this is just a bit of an update as to where my life is at the moment, because your girl's officially a uni dropout. Are you dumb? And you might be wondering, rah, she's saying that with her chest, but listen, you gotta own your decisions. Do you know what I mean? Obviously those of you who have been following my channel, you know that last year had a bit of a meltdown, felt like God was sending me to Holland, moved to Holland for uni. Let me just clarify, I do not think I misheard God. I do not think I made a mistake. I don't regret this year. This year was one of the best years of my life. Bun Corona for cutting it short, because I swear this was one of the best years of my life. Like, I had so much fun, I learned so much, I met so many cool people. And I even tried to find a way that I could stay and live there longer. I definitely know some, I can't say I know all, but I definitely know some of the reasons why God sent me there. I'll probably get into them in another video. It's not about that. The fact is that I'm not there anymore. I'm back home in London town, do you know what I mean? So what happened was, from like maybe like November, December, I was starting to deep. Like the actual course, yeah, the way it was set up, the fact that it was a lot of practical stuff, and that was all really suited to me because I'm a practical learner. Yeah, this is a bit of me. Yeah, however, the content of the course, like obviously just actually learning and understanding what physios do and all the stuff they have to know, I was like, I'm not so sure about this. But obviously, me being me, yeah, I chose physio to, like, as my career path when I was like 14. And when I pick something, yeah, to do something, I'm like tunnel vision. Like, my eyes are on that. I don't look at anything else. So I wasn't like considering other career paths. That was just it. Like, since I was 14, it's been physio, physio, physio. Every career education based decision I've made since I was 14 has been around physio. So obviously you can understand it was a bit of a hard thing for me to like admit to myself that I'm not really enjoying it. So obviously I didn't admit to myself, and I just carried on, and I had great fun. Like, my friends were a great distraction, so I didn't really have to worry too much about it. I'm quite good at passing exams without studying, so like I went to my classes and I listened to my classes and stuff, but like the extra study was just a myth. Like, I just had no interest. I honestly tried. Do you know what, this year kind of scared me at how good I was at lying to myself about what I'm enjoying, because the deception that was going on within the walls of my mind. Listen, so obviously got round to the next set of exams and the next set of exams and blah 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 blah. Like, the way uni works in Holland is that you have exams every 8 weeks, I think. Like, constant studying and constant reading and constant everything. And then obviously Corona happened. Your girl flew home to her familiar, and then I got stuck here because lockdown and the college closed and all of that. So it was just a bit of a mad thing. And with me being stuck here, I still had uni up until like mid-July. So I was literally still studying, still having online classes, like still doing my exams and stuff. I deeped it, like, without all the fun of uni, without all the distractions of people, I literally had no choice but to face my front in the fact that I hated the course. Like, I swear I found it so boring. Like, I just wasn't interested. I just couldn't imagine myself waking up every day being a physio. And I was thinking, I wouldn't even want me as a physio, because I'm not going to be the girl to do, I can't even do the bare minimum reading we had to do, let alone the extra reading. And you're going into a career or a field, you want to be the best in that field. You want to strive to be someone who can really make a difference. And I just didn't have that passion for physio. Like, I didn't have it at all, which is slightly worrying still. Even when I was speaking about my future, all my friends were when I speak about my future, yeah, there'll be like no mention of physio. I'll be like, oh, I'll do physio for a year or two, like just to just to like basically make me feel like, oh, my degree was useful, and then go on to do everything else I wanted to do, and that just wasn't really making any sense at all. So yeah, I have to admit, it was a fun experience. I will never replace it for anything. However, it's not by force, and I actually think, yeah, if everyone took a gap year or 2 or 3, why you still have the freedom? If you actually take the time to like use these opportunities, search things, and just dip your toe in little different areas of life, just to find out what you actually want to do, you will find out so much quicker. Whereas I feel like people do this thing where they go to uni, a job in a field they care nothing about, then they get to like 30, 35, 40 and have like a midlife crisis, and this isn't what I want to do, I'm not happy. Go and find what they want to do, and then they like re-study or retrain or something, and then their life really starts, you know what I mean? And that's not my portion. I like being happy. I like being at peace. I like knowing that I'm walking in line with what God wants me to do. And I like waking up every day feeling like I'm happy with what I'm doing today. And that wouldn't have been the case with physio. Luckily, I had only done 1 year. I had 3 years left. It was not that deep for me to drop out at this stage. Obviously, if you've done like 2 years and you've got 1 year left, you might as well finish. I just don't want to be stuck in this cycle that so many people get stuck in, doing things that they're not happy in. Of course, I want to be comfortable and I want to do well in life and I want to be successful. I believe I can do that, and I believe I'll be better doing that with doing things I enjoy, doing things I'm actually interested in, I'm actually passionate in, and I'll actually go the extra mile for. So that's why I said to uni, deuces. It's not to say I'll never go back. I probably will go back. However, if you was to ask me what age, I can't tell you. And you know what's even mad, yeah? I made this decision to drop out, like the actual final decision. I'll say I made it in like July. And I started to think about it from time ago. But I wasn't thinking about other options. I was just thinking about the fact I didn't want to do physio. I started to think about other like practical options, like other fields I could get into that I enjoy and I'm interested in like July. Since then I've found so much that I'm actually interested in, that I'm actually passionate about. Stuff that I actually want to read about in my spare time. Stuff that I would spend time volunteering doing. I found so much. I booked some busy babes, you know what I mean? Like, but I love it because every day like I'm doing something that I love and that I enjoy. And I literally can't complain. Like, I'm so happy. I feel so much peace about my decision. I really feel like God has like, obviously God never leaves in it, but I really feel like God has been comforting me during this time. Because when I say, yeah, making the decision to drop out of uni was literally one of the most stressful times of my life. I was thinking about so many things. I was thinking about like, rah, like I'm gonna be a uni dropout. I'm gonna be a failure. What if this job needs a degree? Like, I was stressed. But do you know what it was, yeah? Physio was like such a security blanket for me. Like, you go to uni, I'm guaranteed a job because physios are in demand. Like, it was just such a security blanket, but it just wasn't clicking me in the right places, you know what I mean? It wasn't pushing the right buttons. And now, obviously, I'm on a much like more uncertain path. I'm on a much more take every day as it comes kind of path, but I feel so happy doing it. I have so much peace, and like for me the ultimate feeling was like, as long as I have peace with my decision, I know I'm making the right decision. Like, the fact that I have so much peace right now about life, I'm not stressed, I'm so happy. I finally feel like I'm doing things I enjoy. I feel like I'm doing things I'm good at, and it just feels like the best feeling ever. So yeah, that's basically my update. I'm officially a working babe. I am officially at peace and having fun. Yo.
Oh, sweet one, when you going now? Why do every time I call you, you're looking okay?
Sorry about that. Sinead loves belling off my phone. Yeah, everyone's talking about you need to have a plan B, but it's like I would not want to spend another year in uni. Like, I was literally contemplating spending another year in uni just to find a plan B so I have a reason to drop out. That is such nonsense. When I actually deep, I was like, what am I doing? Like, waste another year of money, bread, time, probably sacrificing a lot of my mental health because, oh, I'm doing a degree that I literally can't stand, and it was literally 9 to 5, 5 days a week, like CBA. I'm not gonna put down degrees, I'm not gonna put down university, I'm not gonna be that babe, but just had so much talk in my ear about what I should be doing and what the world wants from me. Like, listen, I will be fine. I'm not the type of babe to sit on my ass at home and not do anything. I'm gonna make a name for myself. I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna walk in line with what God has in store for me. And I'm gonna work hard. Like, there's no doubt about it. I'm just not that babe. If you are that babe, you need to get up. You need to get up. I'm just not worried. Listen, I know God's got me. That's the one thing that was giving me peace, and the one thing that my close ones kept reminding me. whatever decision I make, God actually has me. God has actually got me. He's already gone before me. I will still get to the same place he has for me, whichever route I take. It's just a matter of, you know, when I get there. And this just felt the most right for me. Do you know what I mean? This just felt like the right decision. So I don't regret nothing, for those of you wondering. If I do, I will honestly come back and tell you lot the truth. And if you've been thinking about like dropping out or changing course or anything, please message me. Not so I can tell you what to do, but just so I can give you some encouragement, because it's a really difficult decision. Whatever you decide to do, whether you decide to stay or whether you decide to drop out or whether you decide to change course or whatever, it's a really underrated decision. Like the strain it put me under, if I could tell you, like, listen, there was days I actually just didn't want to get up because I didn't want to be thinking another day about whether I'm going back to uni or not. Like, it's a stressful decision. So don't be too hard on yourselves, and don't let too many people's opinions sway you. Pray about it, spend time with God about it, spend time with yourself, be honest with yourself. Are you the type of person who needs uni, you need the structure, you need the degree to get things done? Or are you the type of person who, if you was to drop out, you would have the work ethic to keep going? Like, it's not a straightforward thing like, oh, I'm unhappy at uni, like, let me just drop out. You have to figure out like what you're unhappy with, what don't you like, why is it? Like, I had to promise myself that I would finish the year at uni. I just took off pressure for the last few months, and I said to myself, listen, let me just read the content like for fun. Let me just read the content for fun, no pressure of exams, and see, maybe it was the exams that were making me unhappy. If the case is that you just don't like the exams but you like the content, you find a way around that. Do you know what I mean? So whoever you are, like, you have to figure out what's best for you. You have to figure out what exactly the problem is. You have to get down to the nitty-gritty of why you're sad or why you're struggling or why you hate it. And obviously, if it comes down to the fact that you don't like your course, could you change course? Is there a course that you're more interested in? Or, like, do you know what I mean? You just got to ask yourself these questions. If this is something you're currently experiencing or going through, please message me. I'd love to just be a listening ear to anyone who's struggling, because out of ears I chewed off in this quarantine talking about this. My friends will probably be sick of me talking about the same thing over and over, calling them every morning, guys, I think I'm going back to uni, guys, I think I'm staying in London, guys, I don't know what to do, I'm gonna be a failure. Like, I swear I chewed off so many people's ears this quarantine, you wouldn't even believe it. But it was worth it, because I had luckily people to listen to me, and that really helped me just hash out my thoughts, make my pros and cons list, vent about how I was feeling, be stressed, be sad, be happy, be whatever I needed to be in this time in order to make that decision. My socials are in the description box as usual. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe on the thing, because, you know, obviously your girl's now a uni dropout, so man's trying to make it on YouTube now, joking. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please make sure you go follow my socials. And most importantly, make sure you enjoy life, do you know what I mean? Because life is for the living, because we're here for a good time, not a long time, you know what I mean? Deuces.